Alright, looks like we are live. Awesome. Hello everyone, I am dShana. I want to say thank you to Retrothon for being a little bit flexible. I was having some health issues earlier today. I had to move my schedule around, and they were very accommodating, so I would definitely really appreciate that. So we're gonna be doing some Rondo of Blood, which I do think is the best classic Vania. And we're going to be playing as Maria, and we're going to only be using doves. We're not going to use any sub-weapons, we're not going to use any spells. It's essentially a low percent, kind of like Retrophile's CV4 run. Okay, let's get going. So normally with Maria's run, she's pretty OP because she's got a double jump, she's got a spin on the ground like you can see I'm doing here. Her sub-weapons are really good. She's got Guardian Knuckle is a spell that just deletes most of the game. Off to a bad start. We're not going to be using any of that. I'm just going to be throwing doves at people, which, you know, sounds like it might not be super effective, but somehow is incredibly effective at killing all of Dracula's citizens. We're going to make our way through the secret exit of Stage 1. One of my favorite things about this game is how almost every level, at least in the first half, has two different ways that you can go about finishing them, which leads to branching paths and more replayability. So that's pretty neat. We're going to go to secret exit with the lake monster boss. It is possible to kill this guy pretty quickly. Let's see how we can do. We have to get in dove hits every time he jumps up. And we're going to try and get him here. He is on the wrong side. I was expecting him on the right. But we'll be a little bit slow, but... So I am playing this game on the PlayStation 5, the Castlevania Requiem collection that comes with both Rondo of Blood and Symphony of the Night. And so there's a few differences between this and the original TurboGrafx 16 version. There's less slowdown, for one. And when we get to the end of the game and fight Shaft, there's a pretty major difference in the amount of health that he has compared to the TurboGrafx 16. So these two versions are actually separate leaderboards on speedrun.com because of that. Making our way into level 2. 2 Prime. Oh, okay. Off to a bad start. It's fine. Just keep on rolling. Throw doves and we jump over the boneheads. Gargoyle's cooperative, and then he tries to fly into you. Take a ride from the boatman that we saw in Symphony of the Night. Listen to some awesome tunes. This is an auto-scroller, so not much to do here but sit in the boat. When you're playing normal Maria run, you can do a pretty cool glitch with her turtle sub-weapon that allows you to walk across the air through the screen, which is much faster than waiting in the boat. But since we're doing dove only, we don't have access to the turtle. We'll have to murder a whole lot of fishmen. Listen to some awesome jams, though. You think it's over, they stopped coming, but then they come back even faster. Alright, and we're going to jump into the end, just a small optimization. Save the frames. So roll through here, grave, these bats. And we've got what looks like it would be a very intimidating and difficult skull monster boss, but Maria is just broken. She's so OP. Oh, and I messed up. Normally, you only have to throw the 2 doves, but I missed. Still. Easy peasy. Ooh. Skeleton. You did not play nice. I always love this little dragon statue, skeleton. He's such a cool enemy. I'm actually going to take a death here since I got hit. I'm just going to refill my health because pretty minor time loss put me basically right here. Okay, we can jump. While the boss of this level isn't exactly difficult, sometimes he likes to run away and teleport, and can make things go poorly. And with marathon luck, I'm sure he's going to. It's a giant eyeball. Nice, he's cooperating. He's probably going to teleport away now. Yep. But that's a key thing that you'll see throughout this game. Bosses are allergic to doves. I feel like they all must have some sort of a feather allergy, because they just melts them. Although, you know, Guardian Knuckle is better, but we're too cool for that. Alright, now we're going to be playing the frog stage. Frogs are very deadly in Castlevania, so we're going to try to avoid them. I'll probably end up saying this every level, but the music in this is just so good. Like, the soundtrack is bangers from start to finish. Got some skeleton RNG in this screen. Sometimes they'll hop down from the ceiling like that on top of you. Oh, right there. That's what we don't want. Then we get to Fleeman Alley, but because Maria is a broken monster who can roll through the entire game, we're really never going to see many Fleemen. And we're at the boss, Dullahan, who is kind of a staple in the series. He's in most of the Igavanias, as they're called. Not always a boss, sometimes he's just a normal enemy. I'm going to try and manipulate his pattern here with some dove throws and movements. Nice. We do take a hit here. Oh, I meant to take a hit there. Because this game does count down your health at the end of each stage, so... Oh, there. The less health you have at the end of a stage, the quicker this countdown goes, and with a few exceptions, most of the boss's desperation attacks can't kill you. Death can in this stage. Shaft can. Ghost Ship. So this is the level where runs go to die. You've got a couple of sections of pretty bad RNG that's just... we're coming up on the real bad one here, the Troll Sword. There's a glowing red sword that floats up in the sky. And if you're playing just a Maria run, you can use her little phoenix bird sub-weapon that goes up into the air. Marathon luck, I swear. There's nothing I can do. I just have to hope that he comes down low enough for me to kill him, and he is not. Oh, finally. So yeah, you've got to deal with that section, which in this category can literally cost you like a minute. And just rip your run right there. And then the boss of the level is Death, and he's a real jerk. Gonna kill this painting, and then this door has a pretty interesting trigger. The boat it's rocking up and down. It has to get to the bottom of that animation before you can pass through the door, so you can lose even more time there as well. These green armor knights, you can hit them and then roll through them with a little bit of iframes to just sort of clip through them. I've been having a really, really hard time getting it to work in practice, so I'm just gonna kill them a little bit slower. It's a lot safer. There is a health pickup here that we're going to take. Marathon safety. So like I said, Death is a bit of a jerk in this game. I have to hit him 11 times with doves to make him transition from this floating around, just throwing sides at me, to his full-on anime form. Oh no. Don't want to get hit by sides here. There is a possibility that you can hit him twice with a single dove throw, but it's very rare, and I can't ever seem to get it consistently. Playing on the TurboGrafx 16, it happens a lot more often. I'm not sure why that is. It's maybe something to do with the run speed. Death flashes us like the creepy is. Pulls out his scythe. He's flying down from the sky. I knocked him a little bit further back than I wanted to right there. Alright. Be patient. We'll hope that he comes back over here. Hello, Mr. Death, sir. If he hits Maria, even if I didn't have like 2 HP, Maria is so light that if Death hits her, she will go flying off the boat and fall into the water to her death. And that's kind of embarrassing when that happens. So that was kind of a slow Death fight, but it's much faster than dying. That's the one thing you got to keep in mind when you speedrun. Everything is faster than dying. Stage 6 is one of my favorites because Castlevania 1, the game that got me into speedrunning, and is one of my favorite games of all time, and we're going to do a gauntlet of all of the bosses from that game. Barring Death, because we just killed him. So up first, we get the giant bat from level 1 of Castlevania 1. A little bit harder to kill in this than in CV1. You can't just stand on some steps and kill him with one whip. But even not too bad. We get Medusa, stage 2 boss. And as we talked about in the CV4 run, Medusa, she's a pushover. In pretty much every Castlevania. We get the mummy. Technically there are 2 mummies in Castlevania 1, yes, but there's only one here. It is slightly nice. So he normally throws out a whole bunch of wrappings when he throws those stairs out, but we got the dove in such a spot that all of them spawn in the same spot when they fly out. The dove was there and killed all of the wrappings at the exact same time, so we didn't have any danger. Timing on that's pretty tight, makes that so much nicer. Okay, Frankenstein's monster, I don't have much to say about him. He's dead. Then the 5th level boss was Death, but we killed him last level. So now we're on to Dark Priest Shaft, our favorite Symphony of the Night boss man. Like I said, his health is much lower on this version. Oh, I misjudged. Than in the TurboGrafx 16 version, and I'm not sure why that is. Like, pretty much every other aspect of this game was incredibly faithfully recreated, and then they went and changed his health. It's confusing. It is what it is. Makes this version a lot easier, because that fight kind of would be really rough otherwise. He bounces around, he throws out a bunch of different attacks. My favorite. Stage 7, Believe in the Dawn. This has some of my favorite platforming in any game I've ever played coming up. You just get to rocket up the clock tower. Maria's double jump is busted. Also, this stage really, really sucks as Richter, because is slow and clunky. As Maria, you just roll on through. Here it is. This clock tower section is so much fun. First I took a couple hits. Not so fun. Whee! And we're done. Mostly. We're doing some more rolling. Oh, big toss. The thing you gotta remember about Maria is she's a really small girl, and so she gets thrown around. Alright, we're gonna take the safety soup here, marathon safety. This boss is kind of a joke, but, you know, things go wrong. So, even though we did just defeat Shaft, he's a jerk. I mean, he's in Symphony of the Night still, so obviously we didn't defeat him, but he comes right back and we have to fight him again. Now, luckily, as I've said many times, Maria busted. We're going to hit him, and then play ping pong with him. Easy peasy. This is the only orb grab in the game that has a slightly different timing for when to grab it early, because you can't really get any closer to it than that double jump. In a non-dove only run, we would the Guardian Knuckle and hang out in the sky a little bit. And we're on to Dracula. This is the fight from the beginning of Symphony of the Night, which was canonically Richter, but we all know Maria was there. So it is possible to phase him in 3 cycles, but I was kind of bad on my dove timing there. But Cookie Monster, he is definitely allergic to doves. He only likes cookies after all. Not this time! Alright, then we're gonna have time here in just a second once we grab the orb. And that's time. 1727 is not too bad. I did have to take that intentional death to refill my health in level 4, and death was kind of slow, but otherwise I think that was a pretty good run.
Once again, the blood of Belmont has defeated me.
Thank you all for the GGs, and yeah, I just want to say again, thank you very much to the guys behind the scenes putting this on. Thank you for your understanding of my scheduling today, and I'm glad I could get the run in.
It is not by
It
my
went
own
well,
power
and
that I am resurrected.
definitely always love taking part of this event.
It is the greed of humanity which calls.
Hope everybody enjoyed the Castlevania block. I know I sure did. And I will be back in a few hours for some rhythm gaming action tomorrow morning. If you're awake for that, that'd be cool to see. Otherwise, hope everybody has a great night.
So long as greedy humans exist, I shall be reborn.